Mr. Coffee and I are wishing you a happy, thirsty Thursday. I am Michele with Fun in Key West, and I hope that you are having an amazing week so far. I got to thinking, we talk a lot about, places to go for cocktails and drinks and everything, don't we, Mr. Coffee? And we don't really talk about the live music in Key West. Now, part of the reason why we go to Key West is for the live music. It's a nonstop from the very early morning all the way until bedtime that you can experience live music of all kinds. Now, like I said before, there are over 300 bars and restaurants in Key West. So I am not going to spend the entire day going through the entire list. But I'm going to give you a few highlights and point out kind of some cool things. Some of these are obvious choices, and some of them you're going to go, didn't realize that. So this is more than a Duval crawl. You're going to experience lots more than just going up and down Duval. Like I always say, get off Duval, go find someplace else to explore. Go where the locals are. And the trash guy is outside, and Mr. Coffee is saying hello to the trash guys. Anyway, we're going to start at one of my most favorite places on the entire island, which is the Green Parrot. This is the best dive bar anywhere. Trust me, the best live dive bar. You're not going to go there for food. You're not going to go there for fancy drinks. You're not, I don't even think they have a blender there. This is beer, and they have a root beer barrel as their shot. But they have free popcorn. When you've had a few beers, popcorn really hits the spot. This place is located over on Whitehead, and they have live music every day. I'm going to put a little asterisk here on every place I'm talking about. Go to their website, go to their Facebook page, and check out their live entertainment schedule. You'll know who's playing when you're in town. There's no way for me to cover all of that, but they offer a free entertain. You can go on their website and see all of their entertainment schedule. What I like about the Green Parrot is there's a lot of soul funk kind of music that's brought in there. It's a lot of New Orleans type music, so they bring in bands that give that kind of vibe. But they also have uke night, so people come in and it's a jam session with ukuleles. They also have sound check on Sundays where you can go in and locals all get together and jam. This is the place that we just need to see and do and go to at least once. Here's the thing. You're going to go to the Green Parrot and you're going to keep going back and back. So trust me on that one. This is why it was voted the best live music venue in Key West. If that's not your vibe, or you're looking for something a little more posh and a little more jazzy, head down to Duval and go to the Little Room Jazz Club. I love this place. It was closed for a while because of, I think it was Hurricane Ian. But this place, I love jazz and I love the vibe of this place. It's only open Tuesday through Saturday, 5 p.m. to midnight-ish. They have little bites, so don't expect a full menu. They do have a happy hour, 5:30 to 7:30, and that's Monday through Saturday. But if jazz is your jam, this is the place you need to go. Looking for a full menu and a place where, the who's who sometimes shows up at, go to the Hogs Breath Saloon, located at the corner of Front Street in Duval. They have an outside bar. They have an inside air-conditioned place, so if it's a little too warm, they have a full menu. They have a raw bar. They have live entertainment all day, every day. Their slogan is Hogs Breath is better than no breath at all. And once you've been there, you'll agree. Hogs Breath it's a unique vibe over there. Want to experience a slice of old Key West? One of my favorite places to go for that is Schooner Wharf Bar. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I love the upstairs. So you walk in, you've got the rock and gravel floor, you've got the stools and the chairs, and you've got the bar, and you've got the music stage set up there. But if you go up the stairs, there is an amazing place up there that You can get a view, and usually it's not very crowded, but you can still hear the music, and you get great service up there. This is where Michael McLeod used to play before he retired and left Key West. It broke all of our hearts that he decided to retire. But this is where, you know, a lot of the Who's Who play or can be seen there because it's just it's a cool, funky, vibey place. Here's the other interesting thing. They have two happy hours. One in the morning, 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning until noon, and then 5 to 7 p.m. every night. So if you are just coming in, you can hit a last happy hour, or if you're an early riser and you've been up like me with the 5 a.m. club and you've been up for 3, 4 hours, head over. You can hit your early happy hour over there. But again, great music. Check their website for all of that. Next on my list of places for really cool, fun places for best live music in Key West is Sunset Pier. This is located at the Ocean Key Resort. It's that famous place that has, you know, the tropical colored stools and the green umbrellas, and you go out. They have an outside stage, and the music just rolls all day. You don't know who you're going to hear unless you check their schedule. But they do have food. They have a great happy hour. It's a great place for sunset, but it's also a really cool place just to hang during the afternoon. You're right there on the water. You can see all the boats go by and the jet skis, and it's just a great place to lose a few hours in the afternoon, which I can attest to I have done. Of course, we've talked about this before. Irish Kevin's can't beat Irish Kevin's for live music. It rolls all day. We've talked about this. The audience is part of the show. So, you know, be sure to check out Irish Kevin's. Their schedules on there. There's a lot of these places still have live webcams. So if you're back and missing some of these places, you can check in, peek in, see what's happening. An interesting place, though, that I bet you didn't think of. This isn't a bar or a venue, but head over to Mallory Square at Sunset Celebration. Grab a cocktail, walk around. There are musicians that show up that are amazingly talented. And you're like, where did you come from? And why aren't you on the radio? I know I just dated myself by saying that, but there's some great people over there. Tip them well. Tell them what a great job they're doing. That's kind of a neat place just to take a break and not have to worry about being at a venue. Another cool thing is Key West is known for the Key West Songwriters Festival. In 2025, it'll be in May. That will be the 29th year of this Songwriters Festival. It's the largest festival of this kind in the world, and I have to tell you, many careers have been launched at this festival. So you will want to plan to be there so that you can, when that next star is launched, you can say, I saw them play in Key West and it was amazing. As you're heading out of Mallory Square, you will pass by through, however you're walking out of Mallory Square, usually through El Maison de Pepe. Here's where I wish I knew how to salsa dance, because they always usually have a live salsa band playing and there people are dancing and it's outside and it's so fun and cool. You've just come off of sunset. But be sure to check them out. And if you want to stay and get dinner, they have amazing, I'm telling you, amazing Cuban food. One of my all-time favorite, no, I mean, that sounds like all of them are my favorites, right? Another place I really enjoyed going is Smokin' Tuna Saloon. They are currently closed because they're moving to a new location. Once they reopen, we'll talk about them. But I wanted to put you on the list. Is they're not closed permanently? They're relocating. But across the street from where they used to be, on Duval, is Willie T's, and this is the place. As you're walking down Duval, you see all the dollar bills. You get to leave your mark, and they have some really good music there. And don't actually have to go into Willie T's and to hear the music, because as you're walking through those on the sidewalk there, you will hear who's playing. I always have this vision. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but in the Kenny Chesney song about nowhere to go and no place to be and nowhere to go, and he's talking about sitting on the bar stool. And in between chapters of the have and have nots, they take another shot. I have this vision of that is kind of the vibe of the bar that he's talking about as the song's going on. So maybe it's just me, but I have this vision of that's Willie T's. If you want something more structured and like a concert, head over to the Key West Theater and check their schedule. They bring in some really good acts and bands, and you'll want to check them out as well. A funky place that kind of like the little jazz room is not a dive bar, but it has this, if you want to get a little dressed up and you're heading out to a nice dinner and you just want to have a pre-cocktail or have a little bite before you go on to your full dinner, General Horseplay. Check this place out. It's got the tin roof ceilings. It has this cool vibe. It's almost like speakeasy kind of ish vibe, but it offers this a really unique cocktail menu, and it's cocktails. It's not just frou-frou drinks. These are handcrafted cocktails. They have a class that you can sign up for and take that will teach you how to make an old fashioned. So I'll probably have to have Kevin get over there and see if he can improve his old fashioned skills. He makes a killer one, but maybe he'll learn a new trick or two. So we've come through. I'm sending you back to Duval. I know. I tell you to get off Duval, and then I keep sending you back there. But you have Dirty Harry's over on Duval, which is part of that whole Rick's entertainment complex. You've got the tree outside on Duval that has the birdhouse, and I always call it the treehouse bar. For me, that's the best place in town for a Greyhound, which is fresh squeezed grapefruit juice and vodka. And so I think they make one of the best ones in town. They actually squeeze the grapefruit juice right there in front of you, so you know it's all fresh made. I don't know. I kind of like that place. Of course, another iconic place around the corner is Captain Tony's Saloon. I mean, come on. Every song, leads you back to Captain Tony's. Have you ever seen anybody, or have you done this? Have you stood backwards and tried to flip the coin into the fish outside of Captain Tony's? We have tried it. We have not been successful, but I have to do it every time I go down that street. It's a famous watering hole. Of course, Jimmy Buffett talks about it in his songs. Ernest Hemingway started there before Sloppy Joe's was opened up. Truman Capote used to be there, Tennessee Williams, Shel Silverstein. If you don't know who Shel Silverstein is, he wrote Where the Sidewalk Ends and other amazing stories and found Key West to be his home. I know I've thrown a lot at you here, but stick with me for a few more minutes. A new addition and a new place that you can go to see live music is the Coffee Butler Amphitheater. This is the new outside venue at the Truman Annex. You check their website for who's going to be playing, but can't beat the views. They bring in some really class acts. Check that out. If there's something happening in town, I would recommend buying tickets before you show up. But if on the off chances they happen to have tickets available when you're in town, go check it out. It's great. Go see it. Of course, Sloppy Joe's Bar. We've talked about this. Music all day, great drinks, food. It's family friendly. About 9, 10 o'clock, they move the tables off, get a dance floor. So there's great live music. Not a DJ, but it's live music. Great place to spend an afternoon or an evening. And yeah, I know it's touristy, but I still like that place. Another touristy place, but it's Key West. It's iconic Key West. At the corner of Petronia and Thomas is Blue Heaven. Of course, they're famous for their key lime pie, but they're also offering live music. You can't go onto their website and see who's playing, but you can walk by and say, oh, I like who's playing. I like the sound of that, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But, then you can decide, hey, am I going to go in, get on the wait list, go into the bar, all of that. And then the last place for live music is Conch Republic Seafood Company. It's over on Green Street, and they offer live music sometimes. It's not a daily schedule as far as I can tell. They have a great happy hour. So I'm giving this kind of an asterisk that this is a great place to start for happy hour because it's usually 2 for 1 on a lot of their drinks. And so that you can't beat that price. So if you and the significant other or you or your friend both drink beer, it's half off. So because you get one and they get one free, or they get one, they buy one and you get one free, and then you get the round again. So that's my list of best live music in Key West. Here's the thing, I know I have missed probably 25 more. And that's the cool thing about Key West. And we talk about this. You just start walking down the street, and if you don't like who's playing here, you go a couple doors down and you just find somebody else. There's always live music. That's part of the reason why we all go to Key West, is because of the live music and the happy hours. So, which head over to FunInKeyWest.com, grab our happy hour list. Let us know if we've missed anything. But also over there, lots of more information of what to see, what to do, and you can actually book what to do's right from our website. And by doing so, you give us a little bit of a support. We get a small commission, no extra charge to you, but it supports us and lets me come in and talk to you every morning. And we really, really appreciate your support on that. In the meantime, I'm Michele with FunInKeyWest.com. I went through a very quick, not comprehensive list of the best live music in Key West. Tell me who I missed. Tell me, did I get some right? Tell me if I got some wrong, and tell me who I missed down in the comments. If there's some other things that you want to learn or know about Key West, send me a DM or put it in the comments below. You guys have a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.